Pick a number from 1 to 10 right now. Do you have the number? Save the number in your memory. Remember that number. So the other day, I was walking home from the shops and a dog and a cat both attacked me at the same time. The dog's name was Brian and the cat's name was Dylan Bob. A two named animal, double named animal, double barrel, two first names. Strange, never seen that before, have you? So the cat obviously got the better of me, but the dog I was able to fend off because in my pocket I had some dog snacks. Why did I have dog snacks in my pocket? Don't ask me. So on my way home, I stopped for some cat snacks because I thought, you know what, if I had cat snacks, maybe that cat wouldn't have got the better of me. Your number was 4 or 7. If that wasn't your number, like this video. Hey man, I understand. Yes, I get it. It's been 4 months. I'm so sorry. Look, if you guys want me to do a forfeit or something because I've taken so long away from you guys, let me know in the comments. I will do any forfeit you want. Because this is unacceptable. I've taken some hiatuses from this channel, but 4 months, that's like a third of the year. That's tough. I can't be abandoning you guys like that. But all that being said, boy, do I have a special treat for you guys. Did you know that most people in the world do not have perfect pitch? Perfect pitch, otherwise known as absolute pitch. Did you guys know that? What is perfect pitch, Roscoe? Well, the sound of my voice, actually. But perfect pitch is the ability to identify and reproduce any musical note without a reference point. I often think to myself, damn, I really do need to make my second channel. Well, I have a second channel, but I really need to start making videos on my second channel so you guys can really experience the full range of motion of my voice, because you've only ever heard me whisper and softly speak. But if this was my second channel, I kid you not, I would start singing right now and you guys would be like, wow, is that MJ Michael Jackson reincarnated? The answer is no, I'm Roscoe. But boy, do we sound alike. My he. If I he'd, right, behind you, you would think that MJ was behind you, and I'm not joking. I have perfect pitch. Do you have perfect pitch? How does one know that they have perfect pitch or not? Perfect pitch is as rare as 1 in 10,000 or 1 in 30,000 in a general population, much higher amongst musicians, but still uncommon. Higher amongst musicians. MJ, Roscoe. Yeah, it makes sense. Less than 1 in a million adults possess eidetic memories, photographic memories. Everybody knows the one man who possesses an eidetic memory, and he's near and dear to our hearts, and he's Sheldon Cooper. But other than Sheldon Cooper, how many people with photographic memories do you, well, are they the same thing? Because it says they're the same thing here, but Sheldon has said in the show that they're not the same thing. He doesn't have a photographic memory, he has an eidetic memory. Did he say that? I'm sure he said that in like 8 episodes. Why do I know it's exactly 8? Maybe my memory is eidetic. Maybe I have a photographic memory. Being able to recall an image or picture with high precision after very brief exposure. Yo, what an ability. You know, when I was in year 9, right? So I must have been 14 years old, 14, 15. I watched a video for the first time, and it was the video of the dancing bear. And if you haven't seen the video, basically, you probably have by now, it's a video of people in one color, let's say black, and people in another color, let's say white, and you have to like count how many times the white team passes the ball between themselves, or how many times the black team passes the ball between themselves. The video itself goes on for like 30 seconds, and then the answers on the screen, like, it was 17, and everyone in the class is like, wow, 17, yeah, we all got 17. And then the video's like, but did you see the dancing bear? And we're like, what, dancing bear, what? And then the video is literally reversed and played back again, and all you see is a bear, like, I guess it's a man in a bear costume, dancing Chris Brown style. Like, yo, how did we not spot this? And then my science teacher's like, no, actually, your eyes saw it, but your brain chose to ignore it. Did you know that you can actually see your nose? Right now, as you're looking at the screen, you're looking at me, and I'm looking at this lens. I can actually see my nose, but I can't see my nose because my brain filters my nose out of my vision, and it does the same for you too. It's wild. I say this to say, people with eidetic and photographic memories, perhaps their brain just doesn't do that very well. So you know how, I don't want to say a normal brain, but a typical brain judges what is important and what is not, what can be ignored and what must be paid attention to. Maybe a photographic memory is a brain that just takes all the information, all the input that the eyes see, and it stores it as if it's like a long-term memory. So if I take a quick glance to my right, boom, and I see something over here, my brain would just think, you know what, it's just like I was looking around, but someone's brain might just be like, you know what, I need to remember this information because it's life or death. Like, I need this information now. But yeah, apparently less than 1 in a million. I don't know why they didn't say like 1 in 2 million or 1 in 3 million. That's less than 1 in a million, but they said less than 1 in a million. That's a really weird way to phrase something. Did you know that less than 3% of the world's population can solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded? Where's the mic? Blindfolded in under 1 minute. Where's my Rubik's Cube, bro? I had a Rubik's Cube on this table. Yo, I haven't been on this table in 4 months, and now my Rubik's Cube is gone. I bought a Rubik's Cube because I wanted to solve a Rubik's Cube. I bought this maybe last year. To this day, that Rubik's Cube is not only missing, but it is missing unsolved. Cannot solve it. I understand there's algorithms and whatnot to twist, and you look and you see that this color is in conjunction to this color, which means I need to turn it this way, and then this way, and then that's going to solve this face. I understand that. My point, however, is if I'm solving this cube with an algorithm, and let's say I'm timed, like they're timing me, technically you're timing my ability to identify and apply an algorithm, and then how fast my fingers move. So yes, technically I'm solving the cube, but I'm doing it in a way that's like mechanical robotic cheating. I don't know how to explain it. This is what I've always thought, because whenever I used to see people solving Rubik's Cubes, I always used to assume that, yo, this person just knows, like, if I need to do this and get this right here, then this is what I need to do. But then I realized, like, in trying to solve it myself, going online, YouTube videos and whatnot, I realized that it's literally just people applying algorithms, turning algorithms. And it just made it less impressive. Obviously, it's still quite impressive if you can solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded in less than a minute. Then that's tough. Like only like 1%, 2%, 3% of the population can do what you can do. That's tough. You are elite. I don't know though, man. Did you know that only 2% of the population can calculate large mathematical operations mentally at world-class speed? What is world-class speed? Who knows? Like multiplying two 5+ digit numbers instantly or finding roots. I have a degree in mathematics from university. I can't do this. But what I can do is the 9 times table. The 9 times table. I actually won a weekly competition when I was maybe like in year 4. I would basically, me and a bunch of other guys would go stand up in front of the whole school. I kid you not. I don't know why they did this, but looking back on it, it was probably good for development. We would stand up in front of the whole school, and we'd have a times table contest. And basically, I think she was actually the deputy head teacher, the deputy vice, Miss Lake. Shout out to Mrs. Lake. She would basically ask, what is 4 times 6? And the first person to shout it out would get a point. This was a weekly occurrence. I actually won 1 week, and I never thought I would win, to be honest. It's like a raffle. You don't even know if you're going to get selected. But when I got selected, I didn't think I would win it. So I just took it like really lapsdaisical, like really hard. I don't really care. What's 6 times 2? 12. I'm like, I don't really care. What's 8 times 8? 64. I don't really care. And that's how I won it. So maybe, so if I won, if I won a competition, a mathematical competition, while I was being lazy and like I didn't really care, imagine if I actually applied myself, bruh. Maybe I can actually solve like 5, 5+ digit numbers, multiplying them instantly or finding roots. The square root of 69 is 8 something, right? Because I've been trying to work it out. The square root of 64 is actually 8. Square root of 25, 5. Square root of 49, 7. That was pretty instant. I know it's only like 2 digits, but the square root of 225, 15. That was 3 digits. You guys can be like me. Clearly, I'm a mathematician. I think there's at least like 10 mathematicians watching this video. And maybe you can prove this wrong. Like, if there's 10 of you watching this video right now, like, well, that makes 11. If there's 11 of us in this little congregation that we got here, like, this is obviously wrong. Like, the law of large numbers clearly states that it would be impossible for 11 of us to be in this little conglomerate. Wow, only 3% of the world can do this. Hey, if that's you, let me know. What's 999 times 999? Say it. I don't know the answer, but I'm sure you said it right. Or 10 of you. Okay, I have to know the answer because it has to be 11. I know the answer, I'm just not going to say it. Fewer than 1 in a million people can speak 10+ languages fluently. They're called polyglots. Hyperpolyglots at this level are exceptionally rare. Hyperpolyglots at this level are exceptionally rare. While many people speak 3 to 4 languages, reaching genuine fluency in 10+ is estimated to be fewer than 1 in a million. Many people speak 3 to 4 languages. That's tough. If that is you, tap yourself on the back right now. Here's a handshake from Roscoe. You deserve it. 3 to 4 languages, bro. Sis, that's tough. I can only speak English, and I know how to say like bonjour. I've told you the story of my experience in French class in high school. I've told you this story of Madame Collet, Madame Reeves, and how she violated me that one class, that one test, bro. I can't speak French. I know that chicken is poulet, and I know how to say my name is. That's it, bro. I know how to speak Spanish because I watch a lot of tennis, and whenever the Spanish players hit winners, they say vamos. That's it. I know how to speak Japanese because I watch some anime and they say konnichiwa a lot. That's it, bro. That's at least 3 languages, to be fair. Maybe I'm kind of cold like that too, I guess. But bro, if you can speak 3 to 4 languages fluently, why can you do that? Did you like learn one language naturally and another language naturally? Let's say you learn English naturally, but then your parents were Spanish, so you obviously learned Spanish, and then you learned an extra 2 languages when you get older. Or did you learn all 4 naturally? Why can you speak fluently 4 languages? Everyone in this video, everyone watching this video right now, just deep it. Like, there are people watching this video that know 4 more languages. If that's not you, let's all give a round of applause to the people that can, because that is crazy. And if that is you, please accept this round of applause from the rest of us. Unbelievable. Less than 3% of the population, maybe even 2% of the population, can run a marathon in 2 hours and 5 minutes for men and 2 hours 20 minutes for women. Sub-elite marathon times. Only a few hundred people in the entire world have ever broken these barriers. Oh, it's less than 1% of the population. Damn. I watched a video on Instagram Reels today, literally today, and it was a woman running a 400-meter track trying to do it in less than 1 minute. During the whole video, I convinced myself that I could do that as well. Not only could I do it in less than a minute, but I can do it in way less than a minute. How long is a marathon? Like 26 miles. 2 hours 5 minutes for men, huh? 2 hours 5 minutes, that's at least like 100 songs. I'm not the only one that judges distance with song length. If there's a 15-minute walk, you know that that's like 4 or 5 3-minute songs. You know that. Maybe one of the songs in the playlist is 4 minutes, so it's like, but you know this. I'm not the only one that does it. That's how what is the generation before Gen Z? Whatever that generation is, Gen Y. That's how we do it. I don't know about you guys. You guys are on TikTok every day. You guys are not doing your homework. I'm gonna have a conversation with my Gen Z followers like one of these days, bruh, because we need to talk. But yeah, like that's at least 100 songs. If I listen to Low Down by the Baby, not the Baby, Lil Baby 100 times, by the 100th time I would have completed the marathon in world record time. But by the 40th time, it could start to get repetitive and boring, and then I have to reach in my pocket to change the song, and that could get tiring. So it's a little bit tough of a decision, but I still think I could possibly do it. Maybe in the next London Marathon, I will time myself and see if it's possible. If it's not possible, then, after like 5 minutes, if I'm out of breath, just take an Uber to the finish line, get out like 5 minutes before the finish line and just finish the marathon. Like Michael Kyle in Marathon Kids. I wouldn't want to lie to you guys though, so I would obviously tell you the truth if I did that. Did you know that only a few people in the world can lucid dream at will on a regular basis and control the dreams in detail. Boy, I wish I could do this, bro. I feel like me personally, I can. There are certain dreams that I have that I know they're dreams when certain things in the dreams happen. But even when that happens, like in the dream, I'm aware that I'm dreaming. It's as if I'm watching a movie, like I'm in the sunken place, like in Get Out, and I'm just watching the movie. But yeah, I still can't control it, even though I know it's a dream. I know it's a dream, but I can't tell myself, yo, like, just jump off this cliff and just see what happens. Because maybe I fall into the ground like the Matrix and it turns into like a portal or something. I don't know. Maybe I hit the ground and I do a what's it called, superhero landing, and I roll a couple times and I turn into like a squirrel or something. Who knows? But I can never actually experiment, with my dreams, and it's so jarring because I don't know what the number of people that are aware that they're lucid dreaming. I'm 100% part of that, but for some reason I cannot control my dreams, and it's so jarring. I feel like in the past maybe I have controlled it, but I just feel like what I wanted to do, like the twin trains theory, what I wanted to do so happened to coincide with what I actually did. Instead of me deciding, you know what, I have the free will to decide, so I'm just gonna do this. In my brain, I wanted to do something, and then this is what I did. So it felt like the twin trains theory, it felt like I actually did something to control my dream. But I don't think I did. Like, let's say, I don't know, I realized, so something happened and I realized I was dreaming. Boom, okay, cool. Then I was like, since I'm dreaming, let me go talk to this woman right here. But then in the dream, I just talked to the woman anyway. It wasn't me controlling myself to go talk to this woman. It was just like I'm about to go hoover my house, but then my dad's like, hey, hoover the house. By the way, that's like the most jarring feeling ever. To memorize the order of a full shuffled deck of cards in under 30 seconds is a staple of elite memory athletes. An elite memory athlete, wow. Only a few dozen people worldwide can do this at the very highest competitive level. So hold on. You mean to tell me that there are competitions held around the globe, the planet, the world, of if people can memorize a bunch of, like a pack of 52 randomized cards in less than 30 seconds? First of all, of course, that's quite impressive. But then it begs the question, like, who's sponsoring this? Where does the prize money come from? Does it come from taxpayers' money? Because who's sponsoring this? Who's fronting the bill? Let's say you're a winner. You win the contest. You memorized it in 28 seconds, 27 seconds. What happens then? Do you just go home and say, damn, like, I'm really cool? It says right here that only a few dozen people worldwide can do this. Well, clearly, to be able to do this, linking back to the second thing that I said in this video, you must have an eidetic photographic memory, obviously, right? Clearly, all the people with eidetic memories do not do this task, so it's like a Venn diagram. They are independent of one another. But yes, I would assume that everyone that does this must have a photographic memory of some sort. What is going on downstairs right now, bruh? The ability to bend one's fingers and hands into extreme contortions, full palm to forehand or advanced, whatever hypermobility tricks, is extremely rare. What did they say? forearm to forearm. How on earth could anyone? How on earth is that achievable in any landscape, in any world, in any planet? This bone right here. What is this? My radius or my ulnar? It literally stops that motion from happening, bruh. Quite naturally as well. That's impossible, mate. Extremely rare, but like, what? So the bones of the people that can, what are they made of, mate? Do you not have ulnars? Do you not have radiuses? Do you not have humeruses? Do you not have an elbow, a funny bone? Metacarpals. Are these the carpals or the tarsals? Whichever one they are, do you not have them? Are you not bony like the rest of us? What's good, bruh? Are you alien? Do we have aliens, bro? Do you live in UFOs, bro? Why can you do such things with your body? If you ever, anyone watching this, if you ever see someone that can do that, clap in their face, smile in their face, yeah, nice job. But behind their backs, call the police, bro. Call the feds. Don't ask questions, just call the police and report the crime. I've spotted an alien, someone's left Area 52. This is peak. Don't let aliens infest the earth at your expense. Be the person to put it to bed. Don't let it happen, because you will be the guy to go down in history. History books will write down about you. They're going to write down your name and say, hey, this is the guy that did it. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Report to the police. Thank you. Gracias. The 10th and last thing that most people on earth cannot do, and this actually makes a lot of sense, is to consistently hit a 180 in darts, which is basically 3 triple 20s in a row, or equivalent professionally level precision under pressure, basically like shooting or throwing darts. What does this say? Professional dart players who can do this regularly represent a tiny elite. The combination of hand-eye coordination, focus, and consistency at that level is possessed by only a few hundred. Wow. Top players globally, a few hundred. You know, have you ever seen someone with an ability that they're showing, they're broadcasting online, that you wonder, it makes you wonder, how did you figure out that you could do this thing? Bro, there's so many examples, but it's different and it's cool, but it's like, how did you figure out that you could do this? How does one even do this for the first time and say, how do you even think to do this? It's such a weird and like strange, out of the blue, random thing. There are certain things like darts that if you never play, you will never know how accurate you are. You know, it's strange like that. You see, like something like tennis. If you've been playing tennis since you were a kid to adulthood, you're probably going to be pretty good. But literally any one person, 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, can pick up some darts and start throwing them and find that they are quite accurate with what they can do. And it's one of those things that you see, like someone like Steph Curry, the basketball player Steph Curry, the greatest shooter we've ever seen in our lives, a sensational, unbelievable shooter. People speak about why, and they hypothesize about why he's so good at shooting a basketball. And the thing about it, the thing that's so interesting about it, is it could literally be something that he started to do subconsciously when he was young. Something as random as this. Like, he just had a tick where he would just do this randomly for, obviously, like, there's certain things that you do that you don't even realize, so you can be doing it for hours in a day and you don't even realize. And it seems like quite inconsequential. But then for some reason, all of a sudden, when you decided to try do this motion and put a ball into a basket, you just had a freakish ability to do it. And if you were to trace back, you know, the roots of how it was just this random thing, you know, it could literally be something as random as like when he would use a phone, he wouldn't scroll with his thumb or his index finger like everyone else. He would scroll with his fourth finger, just weirdly, but he would just scroll like this. And for some reason, that translated to when he decided to pick up a basketball and throw it into a hoop, he just could do that so well now. It's so strange how things are linked and how sometimes one weird thing can link to something much, much bigger and much greater. Kind of like what I was talking about, like how does one know that they can do this really well? How do you know that if you've never thrown a dart? I went on a rant just now. What was I even talking about? How do you know you can throw a dart and hit 180 very consistently if you've never done it before? Because this is talking about like actual players, like only a few top 100 players. They're talking about actual darts players, but maybe you've never picked up darts in your life and you can do that. I say all this to say, in life, guys, sometimes you just gotta try different stuff. You will never know how good you are. You will never find all of your gifts if you just don't try stuff. Yes, the law of large numbers dictates that you'll probably fail at a bunch of stuff, but maybe after the 9th fail, after the 19th fail, the 10th or the 20th, you found your gift, bruh. To be fair, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty good at tennis. I have a pretty big serve and a pretty big forehand, and my backhand is improving like crazy, right? I started playing tennis 2 years ago. A lot of people would call me a natural. Imagine this tennis ability I had. I started playing when I was younger. Do you see what I'm saying? There's certain things that you don't even know that you have the potential to be excellent and sensational at because you haven't tried it. To end this video, try shit.